Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm recording outside today to give you about 10 minutes of my thoughts. The reason why I say 10 minutes is because this is all this particular camera allows. But I wanted to focus on, everything that is happening in the world today. We always talk about that, as do many others, because the current environment that we are living in is just very strange, very strange. I wanted to talk about togetherness and how that's a very important key in these last days, right? And one thing that we've noticed about many of the farmers in this region, they work together. They work together and they offer their services to others as well, because they have realized the importance of working together. They've realized how important it is, and they make it happen. A number of things that we've been told by some of the farmers is just, is mind-blowing to me, only because this is something that we desire to see among our own people, and we are just not seeing it for a number of different reasons. It's not just people not wanting to work together, because there are those of us who do desire this, but sometimes it is impossible, again, for a number of different reasons. With what's happening in the world today, it is very sad that some people are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. They claim to see it, they talk about it, but they're not moving in those directions. Some people you've been trying to reach for many years, and for many years they just weren't getting it, and they still aren't getting it. A lot of people have settled comfortably back into their lives because they see a lot of pushback on what is happening with the pandemic. Because of the pushback, that's made them comfortable. And they're thinking, oh, well, people aren't going to put up with this, people aren't going to do this, and people aren't going to do that. Despite all of that, some strange things are going to happen. And so when I see people working together, who are not even related in many cases, they are just working together for a common goal of survival, it really bothers me when we can't achieve that among our own people. You see, that bothers me on so many levels. These farmers, not all of them, they look at it like this. I don't have to buy this particular piece of equipment because Bob has it, you see, or Jeff has it. So I'll get this piece of equipment. So if Bob or Jeff needs this, they can borrow mine. And if I need their equipment, I can borrow theirs, and so on and so on. That's how they think. That's how they function. They come together and they work together. They make things happen, you see. But when it comes to our people, it's something going on, something that we don't want to understand, face, or even realize. We want to make all kinds of excuses why things don't work, you see. And again, you have those who want to make it work. One of the most frightening things is to surround yourself with people who promise to do things, but when it's time to act on those promises, they fall short. They fall short in a time where you need everyone to work together. It's really sad because I don't like to live by fear. I feel like whatever the Most High allows, there is absolutely nothing we can do about it if something is in His will. You see, if something is in His will, there is nothing we can do about it. But one thing I can say is this. It's very unnerving when you make steps to try to reach out and pull people together because you feel there's a necessity to do so. And when that plan, for whatever reason, blows up in your face at a time where you need people to work, you need it to work out, you see, that's frightening, you see, because you're saying, okay, now we got to start over. And starting over is not that simple, because, and one of these days we're going to talk about experiences that we've had, and because a lot of people are asking us, do we plan on starting a community again? And of course, it's something that has entered our mind, but we are not stepping outside of the will of the Father on that again. We can't step out of his will. If something is his will, however, we're not going to stop his will. But one thing that we can say is this: we are going to make sure, we are going to pray, we're going to do everything that it is we must do to make sure that something is Yah's will before we try to step in that direction. You know, we definitely see the need for people coming together, but it has to be on Yah's terms, not on our terms, not because we feel something is a good idea, not because of the desire for fellowship and all of this. It has to be for the reasons that Yah has established. Okay? The way we operate is the work is going to get done. We have to do it regardless to what we have going on, whether it's just our family and my brother helps us from time to time, and you know, different things like that. If that's it, so be it. But we definitely want to encourage people in the right direction towards doing what it is they have to do to secure their family, you see, because times are really, really strange. They are getting more and more difficult, and people have got to learn. It's got to be something that is understood, that coming together just might be a must. And you have to make whatever adjustments you have to make it happen. You see, we have been willing to make all kinds of adjustments with our lives, you see, but it doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out when you are trying to work with people who have not been vetted, or people who may have another agenda, you see. Various projects that we're working on right now is we're trying to get things together. We're putting up another greenhouse, and then we have a hoop style greenhouse because we'd like to be able to grow a lot of food and even harvest our own seeds and things of that nature so that we can be a blessing to others. See, there's so much to consider in this day and time. It's not just growing food and securing your land and things of that nature. It's also other people. You see, we have family and friends that you have to think about as well, not just in prayer, but in preparation as well. You know, those that have an ear to hear, and those who will come and be involved and put their hands in the soil. That's a wonderful thing. I would definitely say with something like this, you want to start with those who you know, friends, or at least family that is on the same page in understanding how important all of this is. One thing that we do, one thing that we have done, should I say, is when you go to a new area, you want to locate all of the resources. And a lot of resources for things that you may need can be found on Facebook Marketplace. In my opinion, that's kind of replaced Craigslist a bit, because Craigslist, it does allow you to find livestock and things of that nature. That's how we've found all of our goats and sheep through Craigslist. You can't advertise those kinds of things on Facebook Marketplace. But anyway, the internet has made it possible for you to locate resources and things that you need. We get a lot of free resources. Again, we're going to talk about some of those things, and I'm talking about valuable free resources. Valuable. And some just so cheap that it's basically free. I want to talk about those things because I want to kind of help those who are trying to learn this lifestyle. I want to help you to, you know, think about things that you may not think of on your own, so that you can get the things you need to secure your family. Whether you have a lot of land or a little, regardless of any of that, you can get your hands on things that you're going to need to secure your land, your family. We'll be talking about our book soon. It's already finished, but Watchman and I will present it to you all shortly. It's a great resource for anyone who is trying to homestead, farm, agriculture, horticulture, just all kinds of things in this book, including taking care of your septic tank if you are not on a sewage system, or I mean just all kinds of information that's going to help you to be organized and to do whatever it is you have to do to secure your homestead, your land, your farm, whatever it is you have, you see. Anyway, my time is about to run out on this video. I just wanted to do this quick thing on coming together so that it can just get put in your mind that this is very important, and we must think in that